In this video, I want us to have a look at some remarks made earlier today by Water CS Alice Wahome concerning some 100 dams William Ruto promised to build. But before we do that, let's listen to William Ruto speaking some few months ago about building some dams. Listen to this.
A plan?
Yes. That was William Ruto speaking a few months ago. And listening to William Ruto, he was confirming to Kenyans that his government had put in place an elaborate plan to build 100 mega dams and other 1,000 smaller dams. That was Ruto. But speaking today, CS Water Alice Wahome had this to say. Water CS Alice Wahome has stated that it is becoming increasingly hard to deliver on President William Ruto's promise to build 100 mega dams across the country. So in a nutshell, Wahome is just pouring some cold waters on Ruto's promise. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand the games being played behind the scenes. And just as usual here, we don't beat about the bush. We don't massage anybody's ego here. We state facts as they are without fear or favor. Let's dig deep. Yes. What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen? I won't be wrong to say that William Ruto's promise of building 100 mega dams and 1,000 other smaller dams, that's a promise that will never be fulfilled. So again here, William Ruto deliberately lied to Kenyans in broad daylight. So you are seeing clearly that the list of fake promises, that list is growing long and longer. Another fake promise which will never be fulfilled or be kept. I think it's now high time Kenyans should just ignore William Ruto in totality, because it's now not once or twice or thrice, but William Ruto seems to be having this habit of constantly lying to Kenyans. And just as I've been putting it here straight, that brings us to the issue of integrity. Is William Ruto fit holding a public office, going on this long list of fake promises? Ruto is not fit holding a public office. And I'm saying that because it has been proved Ruto is just playing on the psychology of Kenyans. He's just lying to Kenyans in broad daylight, and he has no courtesy to apologize for lying to Kenyans. We still remember some few months ago, William Ruto promised that by the beginning of June, cooking gas was to retail between 300 to 500. We are in August, gas prices are still high. So you are seeing clearly that this is a lying precedent, and that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. And then secondly, I'm seeing are very politically naive Kenyans who do not know what leadership is all about. I just don't know what's actually wrong with Kenyans. When you see a leader lying in broad daylight, or rather lying in broad daylight, what Kenyans should be doing is to demand for the resignation of that leader or for the impeachment of that leader. But we are seeing Kenyans are not giving that demand. In fact, the lying leader still goes around the country, lying to them, cheating them, and they are still ululating and cheering him up as he lies to them. Very unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. And now to the elected leaders, members of parliament, and the senators. The MPs are charged with the responsibility of oversighting the government. In this case, the executive, Ruto and his government. The elected leaders, instead of doing their work, they are actually in bed with the executive. It's high time Kenyans to wake up. Elect leaders who are up to the task. The current crop of leaders, in my honest opinion, they are all messing up. They are not getting it right. Especially the so-called Kenya Kwanza leaders and these opposition leaders we are seeing crossing over to the government side. They are not doing their oversight role. Kenyans should be starting the process of impeaching these leaders who are clearly not doing their jobs, I mean. And it brings me again to the issue of integrity. Are these members of parliament also worth holding public offices? The answer is a very big no, simply because they are people who can be compromised easily by the executive. When Kenyans are electing their leaders, they have to be very careful on the integrity of a leader they elect into a public office. The current crop of leaders are a very big letdown. And even before I conclude, Alice Wahome, just as other cabinet secretaries, are there to spin William Ruto's propaganda. When William Ruto is speaking in a public forum, he spews a lot of lies. Rather, he spews a lot of lies, and then now he charges the cabinet, or these cabinet secretaries, with the responsibility now of stating facts as they are. So it appears William Ruto, the politician, is just playing politics, but behind the scenes, he knows that things are not the way he talks about them in public. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person watching us outside the country, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.